Okay, do you have a copy on the Retevis RB48?
I have a copy on the Retevis RB48.
Okay, are you ready to guide me up to the trailer so we can get hooked up?
Yes, come on back.
All right, I'm gonna let you talk me in, okay?
Okay, start backing up. You're gonna have to go to the left. The other left. Okay, well, just a minute. Wait just a minute. You need to go tight to the left.
Tight to the left. Okay.
Tighter. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Go forward. Okay, let's try that again. Only now you need to swing to the left.
Didn't I just swing to the left?
Slow down. Whoa. You went too far left.
All right, I do have to say that it's not always that way when Deb's directing me. I just want to, toss that out there right quick. Although,
There have been times.
yeah, there have been times, that's for sure. All right, we're doing a quick review on these little walkie-talkies for the general public. It's my understanding that you don't have to have a special license or anything to use these or operate these, but these are from Retevis, and these are the model 4. I can't seem to get that to roll.
Retevis RB48.
Right, the Retevis model RB48, and they're really pretty cool, and we think they're going to come in real handy for us. We will go over with you right quick what comes in the package here. Of course, you get a manual right here. And the manual is very intuitive, and it covers a whole lot of things that, I'm not going to cover right now, but it's real easy to understand everything that it covers in here on how to use it. You also get a charger, and what I like about this particular charger is that it simply plugs in via USB-C right there. And of course they'll only set in there one way, and I think that's the right way. No, there it is. That's the way they go. That's the way they go, like that right there. And while they're in there,
charging.
and they start charging up. Yeah, so that's how they set in there. And when we got them, they came pretty well charged up. Didn't take very long to go ahead and bring them the rest of the way up. But you also get some little clips that you can mount on the back, so you could hook them, like on your shirt pocket or something like that, and they would mount right there. Let me see if I can show that a little better. But there's a couple of screws here. Let me see which ones these line up with. I'll bet you it's these top screws right here that you see right there, and then that lines up with it, and then you just go ahead and mount that to it. Also comes with a, what would you call that? Like a little...
It's a wrist strap.
A wrist strap? Okay.
Well, yeah.
All right.
Because that way you wouldn't
Pretty cool.
lose it.
Yeah. And then, of course, you get your USB-C charging cable. And there are, hey, I just now noticed this because I simply plugged it into the dock when I charged both of them at once. But you can also, let me see, yeah, right here. On the side, right here, is another USB-C input right there. And looky here.
You get 2 of them.
Yeah, well, what it is,
It's a dual.
look, it's a Y. All right, somebody out there tell me what movie that came from.
Really?
That line. Look, it's a Y. But obviously, because of the way this is set up like this, you can plug them in each individually without the charging dock.
With this thingy.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Look at there. You even get a plug-in wall charger.
Yep.
It's just got everything in that kit right there. But they're pretty neat. Now they have a total of, well, let's just see here. Let me turn it on.
5.
And right now we're on channel 5. I don't know if the camera will show that or not. But let's see. I'm trying to remember. Okay, I think you push the menu button once. Yeah, and then you can change the channels, and then you've got up and down buttons right here. So let's go down.
3,
2, 1.
22.
Okay, so you've got a total.
20. 19.
You've got a total of 22
17,
channels.
16. 15. 14.
Let me turn that up a little bit.
13. 12. 11.
And it audibly tells you what channel you're on.
9.
Yeah, just like
8.
that. Now, also, in addition to that, you got each individual channel. Now, it's blinking there for a minute, but it'll stop in a moment. Yeah, and now it's settled on channel 8 right now. And I don't know if you can see it, the camera shows it, but you see another number over to the side, and that number is 71. Now, those are what you call subcodes. Now, the way you can adjust, what subcodes do is subcodes, from what I understand, you know, we haven't really owned too many of these over the years,
No.
but it's my understanding that subcodes will help you have a private conversation, because, you know, other radios that work off of the same channel can interfere with your communication. But what you can do, you can change subcodes, and there's 120 some odd subcodes, I believe. And the way you change subcodes is you push this button twice, and you can see the 71 blinking right now. And then you come back over here to these buttons, and you can go up or down and change the subcodes. And it's kind of like having your own private channel when you do that. So that's pretty cool, you know, if you need to utilize that. And then it does a whole bunch more things than this. I'm just barely scratching the surface on everything that it'll do, but it's all covered in this manual right here. This video would last all day if we tried to cover everything.
What's the distance?
Well, we had some friends, which are going to show you that video here in a little bit, but we had some friends while I was working on another project while we were up in Indiana. They took these radios and messed with them for a little bit, and they ended up well over about a mile apart. They ended up about a mile apart, and one of our friends took off on his bicycle, and he rode down on his e-bike, and he rode down into a holler there in Indiana, and they could still talk to each other just fine. So we're going to show you that little clip here in just a little bit. That'll be the ending part of the video. But what I want to say, what we are going to find them handy to use for is, let me get this where we can see it a little bit better over here. What we think is going to be real handy is, well, just like when we were backing up just a little bit ago, only.
Well, basically parking.
Yeah, parking and things like that. And then, of course, once we get the trailer level side to side, and we have a method that we do that works real well for us, then we want to get it level fore and aft. And what we normally do is I'll be out there running the power jack, and Deb is looking at the level on the counter in the kitchen while I'm running it up and down. And of course, she has to yell real loud for me to hear her over the power jack and everything. And she really, her voice doesn't really project all that much, except when she's really, really mad at me. But anyway, these are going to really come in handy for that kind of stuff. But anyway, they're pretty cool. The construction seems like it's really nice.
I like because it's bright yellow. You can't lose them.
Oh, yeah. And they are water resistant. I'm not going to go right out and say waterproof. I don't know that you'd want to actually throw one in the river, but they are very, you can be out in the rain and stuff like that, and it shouldn't affect them. So what you need to be watching for, and we'll post a link in the description and also in a pinned comment about these radios, but be watching for, what do they call it, Amazon Days?
Amazon Prime.
Which starts, Amazon Prime Days, which starts July the 16th.
Yes.
I think it's the 16th and the 17th.
I don't know exactly.
If these interest you, be watching for special pricing on Amazon during Amazon Days, which I think is the 16th and 17th. It may just be the 16th. Don't hold me to that. But anyway, be sure and watching for that to get special pricing on these. They're reasonably priced as they are, but any savings is always a plus, is always a bonus.
Always,
right?
always.
Yeah. So anyway, the way we're going to close with this little clip that I shot where my buddies took these radios and played with them while I was working. Brad and Jerry. And it was just fun, the way they talked about it and everything. So we're going to end the video this way. So it's just a short clip. And anyway, before we go, though, this is Bill and Deb with I Ride Tiny House Adventures. And you know what we're going to say, and we're not camping.
We are living.
Y'all get out there, do some living, and watch this little clip. You'll find it funny. Thank you. Bye-bye now.
Bye-bye.
So I handed these walkie-talkies to my friend Brad and my other friend Jerry. That's my other friend Jerry, yeah. And Brad took off on his bike and started riding. And of course, you guys were playing with the Retevis RB48 walkie-talkies.
Yep.
I need to toss that in there. And how far did you go, Brad?
Well, the first jaunt I took, I was about a mile away down in a holler through quite a bit of woods. About a mile away, according to my GPS. I was about a mile from the cabin.
But you were still like down in a holler.
I was down in the holler on that trip.
And
yes.
was it still coming in loud and clear?
It was still coming in very clear. I mean, I could still understand everything Jerry was saying.
Good deal. And was the same true over here, Jerry, while you were relaxed over here sitting in the rocking chair?
It was 10 by 10 all the time.
Jerry, somehow I expected that from you. I really did. But anyway, so does it have your stamp of approval?
It does, because I come back after that ride and jaunted back and took another route and got just a little bit further than that with not down in the holler, but had quite a few trees and woods in between us, and it was even more clear than there. So I would definitely like to have a set of them.
Well, all right. Well, that sounds good. Thanks for trying them out for me while I was busy doing something else. I appreciate that.
No problem. I'd love to give them another whirl another time.
We'll do it again. We'll do it again before we call it quits. What were you going to say, Jerry?
I approve of them also, and the instructions are fairly easy to follow.
Well, that coming from you is saying a lot.
It is.
If I had said I read the instructions, it'd be saying a lot.
I don't follow instructions well.
Yeah, just ask your wife. She'll tell you, right?
That's a fact.
All righty.
Yep.